You could probably guess that before we get on stage, we have scripts and all these things planned out, and you never know how things are going to go until you get up here and do it. So I knew Alex was about to sing that song, but I didn't know if she was about to sing it like that. Now she got me jittery because she did such a good job and make me nervous. I got goosebumps. So today we are discussing soul searching for social justice. As we search our souls for all things social justice, we discover the why and the what that makes us as humans drawn to change. A website called Loner Wolf had this great definition of a soul. I saw it when I was doing research for today. It said your soul is the immaterial essence and totality of who you are at a core level. It is your true nature. As all of life at its core is energy. A soul is the whole of this energy, the sum total that animates us and moves us and even speaks to us in quiet moments when we need guidance. That, my friends, is a soul. And that is what we're going to be searching and sifting through today to find social justice. Social justice is a term that is wrapped in a bunch of other terms, and when I was reading through all this stuff and trying to prepare something to write, it really made me consider our 7 principles, 8 principles. And in reality, it's kind of like all of it mixed into one. It is truly like the meaning of social justice. I thought I really knew what social justice was before I started writing, and I'm sure all of you who do social justice work probably think you've got a real wrap on what social justice is too. But it wasn't until writing this that I was truly able to distinguish the differences very well. So to save you the headache of sitting through an entire message and wondering what the real definition of social justice is, we can just hash it out right now. For the purpose of this service, we will call social justice a theory or a belief that all people should have equal access to wealth, health, justice, and well, everything. We will usually find social justice organizations surrounding topics of race and gender, sexuality, religion, disability. An example of a well-known social justice movement was the civil rights movement in the 1950s. I searched high and low for an explanation on why humans need change. And the closest answer I got was another article that argued that neoscience had confirmed we will always need something more. That out of the 7 core instincts of the human brain, seeking is most important. Maybe this is why we are drawn to change. I can't prove it if it's in our brains or not, but maybe it is within our human nature somehow. Maybe change is something we all crave in some way. Now that we've laid the groundwork, we move on to searching in our own individual souls for social justice. What is it in our souls that make us drawn to it? A Huffington Post article from 2014 lists the following 7 reasons why serving others serves us. They say it brings more happiness, reduced stress, relief from pain, longer lifespans, lower blood pressure. It reduces mild depression. It can even benefit your career. Now hold on. If we're serving others and it's bringing us back so much good, then are we really serving others, or are we serving ourselves? Why do we even serve in the first place? I can't deny that some people are good-natured and just want to help others. There is a lot of good people in the world like that. But we know that ain't everybody. So why do you serve? Be it social justice or otherwise, why? What makes you do it? Love it. Live by it. There is serving like community service, right? And then there's serving like public service jobs, like teachers, healthcare professionals, police officers, firefighters, and so on. People who serve and work at the same time. People who already volunteered to risk their life and then decide to stick around and weather a pandemic and still serve at the same time. So many people who contracted this virus in their official capacity and lost their life serving. I'm curious, why do you think people do it? At this time, we don't have a mic up front, but if you want to call something out and maybe step here and just social distance when you come up, you can. I just want to pick your brains. Everybody who's on the chat, you can write me in the chat, and anybody who has some ideas in the sanctuary about why people serve. Let's see what we got. Anybody? You could call out, you don't have to come up. We're already spread out. Why don't you watch this one? Okay.
It's in our nature to take care of each other. It's a need and calling, empathy.
Okay. So let's move forward and see what other ideas spark as we continue. They say curiosity killed the cat, and I'm really curious to know what you got.
Anger at injustice.
I don't want to get too complicated, but I would say it's in our primal nature that we understand ourselves to be fragile and alone. And so it's, in that sense, to expand who we are, to understand that collectively we are stronger. So the impulse is to form that collective.
You saw my sermon already? Go ahead, Michael.
What I tried to say was that I think we come into the world and we have this sense of our own fragility as alone. And this is deeply rooted in our tribal nature. So we see the world, and on some level we understand that by forming more of a collective, we are stronger together. We can bond in that. So I don't know if serving is always altruistic. It can seem like self-serving, and there's part of that is built into the fabric as well.
Thank you for sharing.
So we have a couple more here.
Okay.
Let's see. It gives life meaning, gives meaning to life. Makes me mad to see how some folks have so little opportunity. It makes my life worse to have others suffer. Anger and injustice. Empathy is something I agree with. Some feel it and want to express it by actions. Another person said, I serve because of gratitude. Serving others helps me be a better person. We help ourselves and others by being the change we want to see. Some serve to pave the way for future generations.
So I can only speak from my own perspective.
And that's fine.
But for me, it helps me with equilibrium. It helps me with personal equilibrium to when I see something that I feel needs, that I can do, right?
Yeah.
That I can help with, and I know that I'm receiving, you know? So the question of, you have all these things, and you're getting all these things.
And a little bit.
Am I
Just
getting
move, yeah,
feedback?
perfect.
So yes, you know, I'm totally honest with myself about the fact that I receive all of that, and the absolute joy of that feeling is a personal equilibrium. But I also feel, I did Peace Corps for 4 years, and absolutely, there's a selfishness to that, right? But at the same time, an absolute feeling of, if I can, then I should. So it's an equilibrium and a balance for me.
I like that. If I can, then I should. Thank you.
Do some more.
We're going to have something else in a second. Well, you know what? Why don't you just stay? My other part was a joke, but
Okay.
I didn't know they were going to have such great contributions.
Well, it's been good. It's,
Yeah.
We see ourselves in others. When we are able, we feel compelled. It is sometimes good to get out of our heads, and there is no better way than by helping others. I've been blessed with love and comfort, and I hope to strive to pass that gift on to others.
Fantastic. So my joke was going to be, you know, when people didn't answer, because nobody wants to get up and talk on the mic and stuff. But you got something? What you got? One more thing to add.
Okay, and this admittedly is the part of my own psyche that is itself a an oppositional defiant child. This is my inner Bart Simpson talking when I say probably the best reason I can find to go out there and do the social justice work is it really ticks off the people that are causing all the injustice in the world. It's really fun to get under their skin.
So I'll leave my joke in, but it won't be as funny now. But my comment was going to be when nobody participated, that all the people participated, and I underestimated my UU Miami. I was going to say, you know, they say curiosity killed a cat, and I had got this $20 bill, and I was going to give somebody $20 in the room for who could finish the rest of the quote. Anybody got it? So it's just, I mean, everybody know the quote? Curiosity killed the cat? Oh, Alex is over here saying it. All right, so Alex, that's for you. No, you got it. Come on. Everybody jumped in. You got to participate, Alex. You're holding up the service. Let's do it. Come on. That's lunch, man. What are you talking about? Serving pays off. All right, so anyways, the answer to that is curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. People have been saying it wrong for years, and they actually take it out of context when you only say half of it. But it's just funny how, like they said, you know, there's always that desire to search and seek for something else. I so happen to find that there was a whole nother part to a saying that I said all the time. So that's that seeking in us. See, there's a special type of magic to social justice. As you saw with all the comments that we got online, as well as in the sanctuary. Because social justice, unlike other theories, this one, it affects everyone. Not in all the same ways, but nonetheless, everyone is affected. Either you're the rich sharing with the poor, or you're the poor receiving from the rich, or vice versa, but both are affected. Social justice looks like everyone, and I guess in that way it has no face. Like it or not, we are all a part of it, and we all play some role in it. There should be one of those big TSA body scanners for every nonprofit and political seat where you step on the little yellow feet with your socks and you walk into the contraption and you lift your arms up to get scanned, but for your intentions. That way your constituents and the members of the community wouldn't have to guess why you're serving, or if your organization actually even cares about social justice at all. That way we could measure if a person was serving because they were selfless or selfish. My good friend Bob Mitchell always says, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. But even with the right tech in place, I know it's never that easy. I'm sure some of these politicians and nonprofit organizations, they start off with big dreams of changing their community, strong desires to create equity in their own town. But over time, things change. Stuff happens, people change, the rules change, the game changes, and sometimes the best a person in the seat can do is the absolute best they can with the options presented to them. I'm not excusing them, all those organizations who have collected billions of dollars for race issues and gender issues, sexuality issues, and they have not spent a penny of it to help. No, I'm not excusing them. But I do get it. I get that these organizations are ran by people and that souls are merely people's true nature. And if someone's true nature is not truly tied to social justice, then well, when the going gets tough, well, that organization may get to going and it'll be going, and you'll be looking for your charitable contribution letter for your taxes come December and the whole business will be then shut down. It happens, but it's not all their fault. They are human. And politics and activism and nonprofit work, it's stressful and it's hard. It requires sacrifice, and you lose friends, sometimes family and relationships. And well, yeah, in the end, you may be a little broken, make poor decisions. You may lose yourself and your soul in the process. There seems to be as much good as it is bad in serving. Some people are doing it for notoriety and power and personal gain. Some feel better when they serve, and some truly just want to help. I guess when I'm thinking about it, your why really matters, especially for the longevity and success of a cause. For those who choose to serve day in and day out, why do you do it? The answer to that matters more than anything you will ever really do. I don't care that you gave $1 million to the foundation. I care why you gave it. Because when your intentions match your service, you're able to see through the change that you are trying to create. But intentions is such a tricky thing. You can't always see them clearly, but they are always there. And until my TSA pre-intentions check is implemented, well, you're on your own, figuring out other people's true intent. But, like Michael, where are the altruism folks? They say altruism costs the individual but benefits the group. Basically, that each of us sacrifice ourselves for others. But if we all do it as a group, collectively, we all gain from it. It's like everyone is full when everyone shares, like by giving we receive. Even if we are giving for selfish reasons, it is still beneficial. David and Edward Wilson sum up this paradox strategy as selfishness beats altruism within groups, but altruistic groups always beat selfish groups. So don't drive yourself crazy trying to figure out other people's intentions. Just make sure that yours are in order. Make time for your soul and what connects it to social justice. figure out your why. At the immaterial essence and totality of me, at my core level, my true nature, my energy, that which animates me and moves me, speaks to me, I'm just as bad as the rest. I'm fighting the good fight. I'm ensuring equity on the street, but my why isn't about a better world. Nah, my why is about my kids, my future, my legacy. If I can change the world while I'm at it, well, great. But my intentions are for my own personal gain, for my kids to get a better start in this life than I had. That's why I fight for equal access to wealth and health and justice and, well, everything. That's why I'm always saying something about race or gender or sexuality and religion. Find your why, no matter what it may be. Search your soul for all things social justice. And otherwise, be intentional and aware of your why, your reasons, the reasons that we're here. Alex, you know that song? I would have let you sing the rest of the chord, but the reasons that we feel our feelings won't disappear. Whether your intentions are selfish or selfless, match it to your service so you can see through the change that you are trying to create. Because even selfish intentions help shape and make the world a better place. Blessings.